Good morning and welcome to day 14. Today, for our devotion, we are going to be discussing discernment. So, discernment is the ability to be able to judge others and things. You do this by examining the person's spirits and also testing them. And you can receive the gift of discernment that our Father gives us by meditating on His Word. Everything you need to know is in here. So I would like to start off with the title, Acts 16. This is a story of Paul displaying an excellent example of discernment. And with this story, it's about how Paul and Silas were put in jail. So I'm going to start off with Acts 16, chapter 16, verses 16 through 18. And it says, one day on our way to the place of prayer, we were met by a slave girl. She had a spirit in her that gave her the power to tell the future. By doing this, she made a lot of money for her owners. The girl followed Paul and the rest of them and kept yelling, these men are servants of the Most High God. They are telling you how to be saved. This went on for several days. Finally, Paul got so upset and he turned and said to the Spirit, in the name of Jesus Christ, I order you to leave this girl alone. At once, the evil spirit left her. So, when the spirit left her and her owners found out about it and they found out that Paul casted the spirit out, they were very upset because she couldn't make them any more money. Her gift that she received from the dark side was, it's not even a gift. Let me change that. She received the ability to be able to tell fortunes, and that's divination. So when I first read this, I'm kind of like, well, she was following them. You know, she wasn't saying anything bad, but that is where discernment comes in. So Paul let her follow them for a few days, and then, you know, maybe he's thinking to himself, this girl is a fortune teller. What is she talking about the Most High God for? Like, we out here saving lives, casting out demons, and she following behind us with a demon in her, talking about they telling you how to be saved by the Most High. No. So he used the discernment and he cast out the spirit. Now, with her following them, and anybody who sees them, any bystander, may associate her with them. And so they may feel like it's okay to go to a fortune teller because she was with Paul and Silas and she was preaching the same thing that they were preaching, but then she's going back over to her shrine and she's going to read your fortune, which is no. God finds fortune tellers, any divination, disgusting. I'm going to give you scripture so you won't think I'm being too harsh. So Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 10 through 13. Don't sacrifice your son or daughter, and don't try to use any kind of magic or witchcraft to tell fortunes, or to cast spells, or to talk with spirits of the dead. The Lord is disgusted with anyone who does these things, and that's why He will help you destroy the nations that are in that land. Never be guilty of doing these disgusting things. So she had to go. She had to get up out of there because it don't matter what you're saying, you're doing divination. And when Paul cast the spirit out, you know, as I mentioned, her owners were very upset because he pretty much stopped their cash flow. And this is also an example about how when you have the gift of discernment, everyone is not going to like it. Some people may like it, I guess maybe if you like literally save their lives, but a lot of people won't be accepting to the fact that you calling somebody else out. They're just not gonna like it because we're in a time, and I mean even then, where evil is considered good. And if you feel something inside of you and you just know that it's not right because you're a true follower of Jesus Christ, you call it out. It don't matter. I mean, they did end up going to jail, but what happened? They ended up being set free because they could not hold them, because who is in control? God is in control. Now, I would like to also go over to the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2, and it says, "Don't be like the people of this world, but let God change the way you think. Then you will know how to do everything that is good and pleasing to Him." So, as long as you obey God and you are not consumed with the world, carnal mind, God will provide you with discernment. And discernment is pretty much just a way for us to be able to see things that the way God sees them, another way that we can imitate Him and be more like Him. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.